Hey yo, what's up Besiders? Welcome to the first Beside Us movie review video. Before we jump into the video, let me introduce myself. I am Bian, a member of the social media and marketing division of Beside Us Indonesia. And for today's movie review, I'll be talking all about the all-hyped and all-anticipated The Batman by Matt Reeves. Kayak ini film tuh udah ditunggu-tunggu banget dari beberapa tahun yang lalu, pertama kali di-tease, dan akhirnya this March, we finally have it, and I watched it, and for me, well, I love it. Just a heads up, this review is completely spoiler-free, but if you don't want to hear any aspect of the movie whatsoever, then better watch it first and then come back to hear some insights. For the review of the movie, I'll be separating my insights into three main points: story, the characters, and the cinematography. Alright, so for the story. In this new installment of the well-known Batman story, Matt Reeves as the director approached his Batman character as this dark, gloomy, and realistic version of the character, merging the line of imagination, fiction, and reality all together. The antagonist of the story is a genius serial killer who is obsessed with riddles, as his name suggests, Riddler. Ini for me karakternya tuh serem banget karena dari awal dia tuh udah ngebunuh banyak orang as the trailer shows, and throughout the entire movie Batman-nya bakal ngejar dia terus dan reveal things that are very very interesting in my opinion. Batman or Bruce Wayne had always had a company. So in this movie, Alfred, his butler, and Catwoman are accompanying him alongside with Gordon as his partner in crime on his journey of debunking and solving with his detective skills with this Riddler guy and to save Gotham City from the Riddler's terror. Personally, I like how realistic Matt wants his Batman to be. From his suit, gears, and vehicles to the scenarios of the story itself. It creates the realistic feelings to the story itself. So it is as if we can be the Batman if we have enough money, because obviously Batman is very, very rich. Bruce Wayne is very rich. He is a billionaire. So in terms of relatability, I guess it's not completely relatable, but masih bisa dilakukan di dunia nyata. To talk about the bad and good about the story, in my opinion, it is still not the greatest in terms of the continuity of the story. However, the narrative bit and the whole Batman as a vigilante is very, very entertaining to watch as this comical superhero. Also, it is nice that the movie itself is independent of any other storyline of the DC franchise, so newcomers and regular moviegoers can enjoy the story without having to know a single thing. In this movie, Batman and Bruce Wayne are played by none other than Robert Pattinson, the man himself. I guess he couldn't really run from the whole bad thing, huh? Robert Pattinson portrayed a great realistic Bruce Wayne and Batman. He showed how cruel it can be to a person that is protecting a city and to be the symbol of hope, justice, and most importantly, vengeance. Portrayed by Paul Dano, the genius serial killer Riddler brought some horror elements into the movie, showing how cruel a person can be in this dark reality. One thing I would like to say about the Riddler here is that there are some parts of his character that just contradicts with each other. Maybe it is a writing mistake, or does something else happen? No one knows. But overall, his antagonistic story makes the whole detective side of Batman very, very enjoyable. So we have the Riddler who has all of these riddles and story and problem, and we have the detective Batman who is a detective and will unveil and try to debunk all of Riddler's mystery, including his name and his actual person. Lastly, we have the Catwoman and Gordon as Batman's personal entourage. Catwoman, played by the gorgeous Zoe Kravitz, is Batman's acquaintance, helping him in digging into the underworld of the Gotham City, while Gordon, as a police officer, helps Batman in solving the Riddler's many riddles. Gordon is played by Jeffrey Wright. There are other side characters in the movie that are adapted from the comics, but as this is a spoiler-free review, I'd want you to experience them on your own. one thing for sure about this movie is that the cinematography and the overall look of the film is spectacular. The shots taken and set by Greek Fraser as the cinematographer is to die for. Simply put, it is beautiful. The movie managed to capture the beauty of Gotham City as the domain for Batman and his villains, though it is mostly at night. It won't be a BUI video without interpersonal skills. So in the Batman, there are some interpersonal qualities that we can adapt to better ourselves. As a detective, Batman will have to have great decision-making skills, right? As he does not have a lot of time before his foe strikes again, like the Riddler and other villains. However, Batman or Bruce Wayne has a big problem of managing his time. He struggles in balancing his Batman life and his Bruce Wayne life, as he would have to spend the night not sleeping but fighting crimes in Gotham streets, removing his personal life altogether. So it's basically just Batman, Batman, Batman all the time. And lastly, Batman and Commissioner Gordon showed how teamwork can make the dream work. For the rating of the movie, I would like to give it something that is not bad nor mid, but not on the amazing or greatest territory yet. Though it is up there for sure, the movie just has so much lost potential, and personally, I would like to see. But hey, it is what it is. If the movie is, say, cut only for the first 2/3 of the entire length of the movie, I would actually give it a solid 8 out of 10. But because it isn't, so I will only give the Batman a 7.3 out of 10. It is just sad that the first period or the first half of the movie is very, very amazing. It is very new. It is very fresh, very, very entertaining. But after that, it just goes downhill, in my opinion. That is all from me, folks. Stay tuned for more content from Beside Us here on YouTube, and I will see you guys later. Ciao!